What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Extra Vert, and today we got, as y'all can tell by the title, don't mind the background, but as y'all can tell by the title, we got my story time. I know I'm back. It's been a while since I did the story time. I've been talking to people. Y'all been wanting me to do it, so I'm back doing them. But it's story time on when I had my first pregnancy scare. So without further ado, let's get into the video, man. Bow! So boom. Picture it. Close your eyes. Picture it. Imagine it. It's a nice, warm, I'm sorry. It's a nice, cold, and I do mean cold, December night. Early week, first week of December. I don't know the date and the exact to the particulars, but it's around, I'm going to say, let's go with the 5th, okay? Let's say December 5th. I don't know if that could have been the day or not, but it might have been. Let's go with December 5th, okay? So it was December 5th. I was chilling at work. I was at work. And for the purpose of this video, I can't tell you where I was working at in a year. Because if I do, I'm gonna have people disappointed. But anyway, it was in December, a cold, cold day in December. I'm at work. Now, at this point, I already done beat this John before already. And I was sitting here working, we sitting here working, chilling or whatever. So we talking at work. She was like, "Well, what you doing tonight?" I said, let me check my calendar. Nothing. So I'm not doing nothing tonight at all. Smooth, right? So I ain't doing nothing at all. So she said, "All right, I ain't doing nothing either." It's pause right there. So the people that's watching this video, my friends, y'all already watching this video, y'all might know who this is. My closest friends, I might already know who this is. But she was a baby mama. But hear me out. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen. I know. Calm down. Calm down. Listen to me. Listen to me. She was getting a divorce at the time. That's what she told me. She said she's getting a divorce. So she was separated. Now that's none of my that relationship. That was none of my business whatsoever. I had nothing to do with that because at the time I'm just trying to do what I got to do. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go crazy. But anyway, that just give you all a little bit of context of who this. So anyway, and she had 3 kids. Yeah, 3 kids. Yeah. And if you want to know, I could tell you the race. She was a snow bunny. Now, most people think I'm a snow bunny warrior. Now, I don't discriminate. I like all kinds. I like them all. I like Puerto Rican, Dominican, white, black, Cuban, Hispanic, French, Indian. You name it, all of them. I like all of them. All females. That is. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. But anyway, so she said she doing nothing, right? She doing nothing. I said, okay, baby. I'll be over there. She said, that's cool. I said, what time you want me to go over there? She said, it's up to you. I'll text you and let you know. So now, the whole time, keep in mind, I'm at work. Now, I'm at work, happy, going crazy. Oh, my screen fit the screen? Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm already chilling. I'm at work. I'm chilling. We sitting there flirting at work or whatever, chilling. This, that, and the third. I'm like, She laughed. Sorry, it's fly. She laughing. I'm laughing. We cracking jokes. You know, I'm getting a little Philly feel, and and she feeling on me or whatever, rubbing on me, grabbing my pencil. I was grabbing on her pencil sharpener. Um, and so yeah. So by the way, make a long story. I said make a long story short. Skip forward a little bit. I was sitting here just going. I'm skipping forward to the part of my house. I'm at her house. So I'm at her house. I pull up. I pull up. I go in there. I'm going crazy. I'm like, bow, 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 on the couch. On the couch. Like these. Gotta jump like these, like these. I'm saying picking up. Bow, bow, bow. Leg up. Bow, bow, bow. Other leg up. Bow, bow, bow. I'm sitting there, pulling hair, pulling that drink at the root. I'm going crazy, right? I'm still going crazy. She going crazy, making them noises, all that in the third. Now she's sitting there, she's queefing, she squirted, and she was creaming. She did all those three, man. I said, bro, when I tell you, I was going dumb. I was going dumb, stupid, and mentally challenged. So look, I'm in there going crazy, going dumb. Now, I was about to, but I had a decision to make. Now, I knew, because she told me, she said, I'm on birth control. So, you good. But in my mind, I don't care if he was. I done seen the thing. I was like, I don't care if he was or if he wasn't. I said, I'm not doing that jump, not nothing in you, whatever. So I'm going crazy. In the moment, it felt so good, bro. Like, I'm going crazy. Her jump was dumb. It was that jump, hot pocket. It was hot. Going crazy. I'm like, oh. I said, okay, I was going fast. I'm like, bro, I was beating that jump. This is doggy style, by the way, right? So I'm like, I'm going crazy. Picture it. I'm going crazy. Going crazy. Now I got a decision to make. I'm still going crazy now. I got a decision to make. I'm like, I gotta pull, man. I gotta pull. I was about to pull. And at the last second, I said, hey, you live once. I said, I'm gonna trust to take a word for it. I said, I'm like, after I finished, I kept going. I can keep going a little bit for a little longer. I'm going crazy. I did it again. My legs sticking out. My leg, I'm like these. My legs like these. Her legs like these. I'm gonna ask you to take a shot, by the way. My legs like these. My legs like these. I'm like, And immediately, ain't been 3 seconds, immediately I regretted it. I was like, I said, bro, in my head, I'm like, did I just do that? I was like, why did I do that? But I said, she said she on birth control. And I said, I'm gonna take a word for it. And we're gonna move on by our day. I was like, and she said, bye. I left. She's like, bye, come over whenever you want. You wanna come over tomorrow? I said, no, I do not want to come over tomorrow because for one, PNC kicked in, and for two, I'm low-key scared. So, because I immediately got scared. But I trusted her, but I still got scared. And I'm sitting there, I go in my car or whatever, I'm driving, I'm looking, I'm like, I said, God, I know I ain't even the best of servants. I know what I did was wrong. What I just did was wrong. But I said, please, for the love of you, for the love of you, please do not let this girl be pregnant. Fast forward to a month. Month goes by. Okay? A month goes by. And I'm sitting there. I let people at work let me know that she's sick. I said, well, she on birth control, so what you telling me for? She gonna tell me, yeah, I lied about being on birth control. You lied. I said, but I thought you on birth control, you got the thing in your arm or whatever. She said, no. She said, I lied about that. I said, then you lied about that what was in your arm. So you lying, you lying about that, so you just lying. You said, I was like, bro, you playing games, but she said, no, that was a bump. Now, to my defense, it was a big bump. I ain't saying care. It was like a bump. It was like right there. It was a big bump. And I thought, at the time, I'm young, I'm dumb. I really ain't, I really ain't know what, like how, it would look inside your arm at the time. So I took that bump. Look at bump. I thought it was a bump. I mean, it looked like a bump, but I took a word under the sand. In my mind at the time, like, it ain't no bump. Maybe that's probably the real deal. I remember how it looked, whatever. Now was I an idiot for believing that? Yeah, I was stupid. Honestly, I ain't gonna admit it. I ain't gonna. I'm not saying admit it. I was dumb. I genuinely thought that was I wasn't name. So, but anyway, I was like, I said, you did what? You lied. Keep in mind. Now, I'm really praying now because she told me, yeah, I lied. I'm sorry. I didn't. I just wanted you to nut at me or whatever. I said, I said, oh no. I said no, and no. I said, oh gosh, about a kid. She was throwing up, nauseous, all the signs you can think of. Her missed a period, all the signs you can think of for pregnancy, they were there. So I get home. I could, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I could not eat. I could not eat, dog. My appetite was gone like that. Gone. And I was sitting there like, oh, Lord. I said, what I'm going to do? I started praying. I said, God, please, please, God. I said, please, 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 please. I said, Father, I prayed for like a smooth out. I was like, God, please, I won't do it again. Please don't do it. And I said, not now, not at this point in time of my life. This can not happen. So lucky for me, her period came out came on a couple of days after, and it was a month later, by the way, when the shoe had them signs. So and make it. That's why it scared me the most because she got those like symptoms and stuff when like a month around that time that next month, and she started. I'm like, oh man, and then I got scared to death. And lucky for me, her period came back on. Apparently, she was just nauseous from one of her kids. Keep in mind, and that would have been I'd have been her first light skinned kid because she would have had all her kids white. And I was looking up, bro. Like, I was looking up Pampers, pull ups, formula, milk. I was looking up all that, trying to figure out like I was like, I got a kid, I gotta take care of. I looking for new jobs, everything. I was gonna, offer my baby because it's mine. I don't believe in that. I feel like if I did it, I'd take care of it. But yeah, so lucky for me, she came out to be. It wasn't the case that she wasn't pregnant. I was pregnant. I was thanking God. I was thanking God that I did not get her pregnant, and I was like, I said, God, thank you. I said, you're a real one. But after that, did I do it again? Yes, I did it again. Did I have scares again? Yes, I had scares again. But scares again. But those are stories for a different day. But anyway, you like the video? Comment down below what's your favorite part of story time. If you laughed, let me know. For what other story times and what other video ideas y'all want me to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn on the post notification. Hit that bell so it can notify you when I go live on YouTube, which I really do, and when I post. Yeah. So without further ado, y'all boys gonna watch other YouTubers, certain YouTubers y'all want to watch, man. Follow my Twitch, follow my social too. Link on the screen right here. Follow my socials. Here's it, but follow my socials, and I love y'all. Peace.